Bless, hello. It is Monday and it's the day I'm going to try ashwagandha tea. So I'm going to do it how I usually do it, where I put some herbs in a pot, I boil some water in a separate pot, boil up the water and then add it to the herbs, give it a little mix, put a cover on it and leave for about 20 minutes. So that's how I usually do it. It's going to be a talking and doing video. So here's my pot. Okay, so I'm going to add 3 teaspoons. So 3 teaspoons of ashwagandha. I'm making a tea for 1 cup. So when it's 1 cup, I usually do like 1.5 of water, 1.5 cups of water. So I'm just going to do it now. So that's 1. I'll put a little bit more. Pour that in and bring it to a boil. Now, if you haven't watched my previous videos about natural remedies and me starting my journey of finding ways that that will help me and support me with ADHD, yeah, definitely go back and watch my other videos. So ashwagandha supports focus, anxiety, just brain functioning. So I've got some and I'm gonna give it a go. Every time I try a new herb, like a tea, I get so excited. It's funny because I was watching back on my previous video when I was talking about my herbs, and I could just feel like the excitement and happiness just exuding from me. And it's just nice to see, because in my previous videos I was so like anxious and so mindful of, oh, I shouldn't do this or I shouldn't do that, but I feel like I'm starting to show my real self on camera. And I know I've said this a few times, but as it develops, I'm like starting to see myself shine through, and it's just amazing. I just feel like a mum and watching my child just be great up on stage, and I am the mum, I'm the child. I'm just yeah, I'm just showing myself love. I'm just waiting for the water to boil now. When I'm first starting trying out herbs, I don't mix it with anything because I want an understanding of the flavor of the taste, if it's bitter, if it's not so bitter, etc. So I'm just gonna have ashwagandha by itself, and then in future I will learn to maybe incorporate it with other herbs. But for now, I just want to see how it is. I've done 3 teaspoons, so I will make a cup now, and it depends on the herb, but I'm going to try and use it again, the same herbs. And also, if you watch my other video, you'll know that I've started the Fibril Conqueror Bitters. This is made in Ghana. Helps to shrink fibroids, brings relief of bloating stomach, and it helps to restore the body in a natural state. And yeah, so it's my second time taking this morning. I had like a chaser. So I had a spoonful, and I literally had some smoothie afterwards, and it worked for me. But I'm gonna keep up with it. I definitely don't feel bloated. That's one thing. Once again, I'm gonna talk about my health journey at some point. But I've lost my train of thought because I'm thinking I'm talking way too much. It's starting to boil now. Just gonna put the herbs there. Put the water over it. And I'm gonna cover it for 20 minutes. A lot of people, when they're brewing tea, they do it a little bit differently. A lot of people put the herbs and the water in the same pot and just make it and bring it to a boil and then cover it. But what I remember doing some research, and I can't remember what it was. I think it was this Rasta man. He was making herbs and whatever. I'm just gonna take it off the hob, like half on, half off. And he said when you do it that way, so when you put the herb and the water together, it burns out all the nutrients like with the quickness. So if you boil the water, have the herbs, and then put it together, that way you'll be able to get out all the nutrients that you need. And it's kind of like when you're cooking onions or whatever, you don't just add the seasoning straight away. I used to do that. It will burn, actually depends on what you're cooking, but it will like burn out the seasoning. So what I found is that if you cook and then you add the seasoning, and then yeah, because you don't want to burn out the nutrients. But yeah, that's my tip for the day when it comes to herbal teas. But obviously everyone does things differently, and that's just how I do mine. Okay, now I'm gonna take the lid off. And that's how it looks. So it's got quite a yellowy feel to it. Let's see. Got my Pyrex and my sieve. Strain it. So that's what it looks like. So it's very pale. Maybe I didn't put enough. Let me do it from this side. That's what it looks like. Okay, you can see the colour now. That's what it looks like. Ashwagandha tea. Okay, so I've got my tea. Let's give thanks. Okay. It's not that bitter. It's got an interesting taste. Very mellow. It is as it looks. It's mellow. I definitely like it. I love it. I just have to see how it goes, as it's the first time me drinking this tea. It's nice. It's very mellow. Very mellow. I just feel the heat going down me. But yeah, I will keep you guys updated. It's just a quick video because I just wanted to show you guys how I usually make my tea. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any like tips, any herbs you recommend or anything, just put them in the comments below. See you next time. Bless.